doing everything.
No, come on.
they
We
love
give you
you.
some love.
They love you. You guys have such a good time together on
we
the
do.
show, man.
All right, Richie, it's good to see you, my man.
You too. You too.
You know, I always love it when rock musicians that I've always followed and are still alive. I'm always very happy when that's the
You
case.
survived.
I actually made it.
Right?
Make it, and you're good, and you're good. And who's this young woman you have with you?
This is the
right
beautiful Orianthi.
here? Yes.
And just a impresario, an exquisite musician,
Well, yeah,
you know,
when-
extraordinaire. And we met by chance in Maui, and there was a benefit that Alice Cooper does with Shep Gordon
Right.
all the time.
Yes.
Right. And he asked me, you know, I happened to be on the island. He said, "You want to come play?" And I said, "Of course." You know, I produced a bunch of stuff for Alice, and I also wrote some songs for him. And so Alice and I are sitting there, and I'm looking at Ori. I'm going, "Who the hell is that?"
Who's that?
Right? You know, and he goes,
that
"Oh,
weird
that's Ori that
Australian?"
used to play with Michael Jackson."
Yes.
And I go, "Oh, now."
You remember the explosion for her.
Yeah.
With
When
that.
we
Yes.
saw you, everyone
Yeah.
went crazy for you.
Yeah.
You know, and then when
that.
we get up on stage together, the chemistry was.
20-minute guitar solos.
Really? Just trading love right away? Is that what was happening?
It was trading love, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the thing is, I think that, Steve, in this business, obviously the record business is in a very big decline at this
Yes.
point. And live music and going out and playing live is basically the mainstay of how an artist will make a guitar, besides sponsorship and things like that, business-wise. So anyway, you know, we started playing, and I felt also that improvisation has been left. People don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, we'll give these people great songs, and then, like, just
Take off.
improvise,
Just
because
take
that's
off.
jazz, see?
Yeah.
You know,
It
and
is
if you
jazz.
surround yourself with the right musicians, you just kind of look at them and go, "Your turn." And I love to, you know, play.
Well,
with
that's it. You give the look, right? You give
Yeah.
the look.
Yeah,
You give the
just
look.
know.
I am quite
Yeah.
the sergeant, aren't I?
And do
Yes.
you, by the way,
Cool.
what it's out there, what they used to, jazz musicians used to call cutting sessions, right? Do you try to outdo each other?
No. No, we just like, we have fun, you know. That's the thing. We're always
No.
just like,
No.
no.
Yeah.
You must think which of you is the better, though, right? Who's the better
She's the
guitar-
better guitar player.
No, I'm not. I'm saying no.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No, she thinks she is, I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's been a prodigy since she's like, 14 years old.
All right, let's do, we haven't even properly started the segment, so let us begin. They're both in town here to perform at the 83rd Annual Hollywood Christmas Parade, which benefits Toys for Tots. Enough talking. Here's some music.
When you're not strong, 'cause I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. When you're
I see you. Where's Orianthi?
Oh, no,
Well,
I wasn't there for that.
That was
this
last
particular
year,
gig,
right?
that was last year. We hadn't
Yes.
met yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met
After that.
yeah.
In
After that.
January, right?
Yeah.
What is it about this parade that you love? I mean, obviously not the first time you've been involved in this. What is it about the holidays? Is it being a dad?
Well,
Is it-
I've been doing the Toys for Tots thing for a very long time. It started like in 1947, actually, the Marines are the guys that backed this. And, I've done a lot of stuff with them, so I've been affiliated with those guys. And I just started doing this, and I guess it was 7 years ago, and I went down to Miami. A good friend of mine asked me to go down and do it, and I started visiting children's hospitals with cancer, and then playing a gig, and then the next year I was the grand marshal for the parade, and I just kept up with it. I'm a sucker for anything to do with kids. That's really hard for me to say. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
really, really hard for me to say. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Who's the Grand Marshal this year?
Stevie,
This Stevie
Stevie
Wonder guy.
Wonder.
He's pretty good, huh?
oh, you know what? First of all, he's been a mentor of mine.
Yes.
Basically, listening to him. For musicians, listening to music and books, it's like a book for us. It's education. Especially when you get to a level where you start to understand arrangement and production and all that stuff. And I sang with him last year, and it was like,
My voice
pretty
is still
daunting.
Right,
Because
right?
he's like one of the best singers ever on the planet, and we did a version of Silent Night that was pretty stunning.
Well,
So
when you sing it with Stevie Wonder, because he sung that on this show,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
like if I say the name Mahalia Jackson, it's like
Exactly.
it's like that,
It
right?
no, it's in a whole different
Yeah.
spiritual level.
Right.
And and it's really funny because it's like he's kind of on his own time. So I know he'll call me up at like
Yes.
the last minute and go, this is what we're going to do, because that's what he did last time. But I did jam with him also. We were in the middle of a European tour, and on my day off, I got a call from Dolly Parton, and she goes, she's doing one of my songs, Lay Your Hands on Me, on a record, and also doing it. And we played Glastonbury, and there was like, I don't know, 300,000 people there. Got back on a helicopter, went back to London, and Stevie was playing. So we both walk in, and you played with Stevie, right? A couple of times.
Yeah, a few times. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually with Michael Bearden. He's playing
Yeah.
keyboard with us
Michael's- yeah,
today.
come over,
And,
Michael.
I thought Michael was going to join us actually.
Come over, say hi.
Come sit over
He's
here.
going to come here.
Yeah.
He can come sit here.
You're dressed too well to be hidden at
I
this
don't know.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like
This is Michael Beard,
Hello,
Hi,
Michael.
Michael.
the extraordinary Michael Beard.
trying to share.
Squeeze on in.
So
You know, you get back to a point here that you get caught up in the business sometimes because you've had success and success early. It kind of changes the music trajectory. You forget that you got into it just because you love
You
playing.
love the
Well, you know, it was, I mean, I'm extremely lucky because I had a huge amount of success. I mean, we worked very, very hard. I worked my ass off, you know, and then you kind of get a place where you have that freedom to do stuff, you know, and that's very, very important, and the joy comes back. Now, the three of us we hit a new vein, and there's a fresh style, and I don't know, Ori and I, and we had 50 songs or something before Michael came in, and it's kind of,
Yeah, we've been on this like
we're kind
riding.
of doing that, but then when Michael came in,
Uh-huh.
and you know, I'll give you a little background on Michael. You know, Michael worked with Whitney, and tell him.
I'm not Mike.
Oh,
You
you have
can,
talking to
Here you
Ori
go.
in his
Here you
chest
go.
there,
Here
right?
you go.
yeah.
Michael Jackson. I'm Lady Gaga's musical director now.
Anybody famous?
Yeah, I just did some things on Neil Young's new record.
Oh, so you're across the board in styles.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just all music, just like Richie was
Hey,
just talking about.
remember when you used to tour to support the album, and now you do the album to support the tour?
The tour.
Exactly.
It's all backwards
It
now.
completely
Yeah.
turned back around because,
Yeah.
you know, it must be real disheartening to start.
All right, we're going to stop right here. You guys are here. You're going to perform for us a little later, right?
We can't
We're getting
wait.
Set up, Michael, all three of you, which is going to be great. We want to remind you that Richie and Ori will be performing the 83rd annual Hollywood Christmas Parade benefiting Toys
And
for
Michael, too.
Tots. And
Michael,
Michael.
yeah, he's joining.
And Michael. You can also see them together in front and center celebrating Les Paul, the great Les Paul, one of your gurus in life.
Of course.
Sunday, December 7th at 8 o'clock on PBS at the Iridium, right? The club where...
Yeah, you know, Les and I go back a long time.